All right.
Let's do this.
Apparently, I'm too loud,
You need to quit being so loud then.
bro. This is like my whisper, if you will.
Oh, we gotta fix this.
Yes, Brandon is on stream again with Teferi. Brandon, Lucia. We have Andrew on Sisay turn 1, Elsha at turn seat 2 with Jake, and Abel. I don't know what's Abel playing.
I'm not sure.
I think Brandon was hoping for a draw after that last round, but we here, boys. We fighting.
So we have Elsha, Sisay, Teferi. What's Abel on?
Check in the camera.
What's Abel on?
A bell?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
But right now the stream looks good.
May 12th through the 14th natural. What was that? Monket?
Yeah, for Monket. That was a while ago.
Yeah, that is some old stuff. That is some old stuff. Are there any cards really even still played from that set?
Yeah, I think so.
Like what?
Or from that block. I know.
Tymna Kraum.
Tymna, Kraum.
So
What?
a bell is on blue farm, but I know from the Amonkhet block, you still have Razaketh from Hour of Devastation. That still sees play.
Is that where Razaketh is from?
Yeah, originally printed in Hour of Devastation.
That's wild. Look, Tymna
Let's look up Amonkhet cards and see what came out in Amonkhet.
You know, real spicy brew from the Bell. I haven't seen that combination a lot.
Throne of the God Pharaoh was from Amonkhet.
Who runs Throne of the God Pharaoh?
Everybody. It's a great card.
I play it. Everything.
Thank you.
It's auto slot.
Yeah, deal damage equal to the amount of tap creatures I have.
Absolutely.
I will say I used to run that in a Tormod Sidar deck.
Oh, what?
Tormod Sidar.
Yeah.
It's Abzan flanking.
Yeah, dude. Every time a creature gets recurred, you make a 2/2 tapped creature.
Okay, so we have Samut, the Voice of Dissent, which was played in Najila until the new Samut got printed.
Combat
Celebrant.
Vizier the Menagerie sees a little bit of play.
So far, nothing too crazy.
We have a gemstone, right? Is that a gemstone free game?
I think that's a Rayquaza playmat.
It is, 100%.
That is definitely a Rayquaza play.
Alright, so we have a Gemstone from Teferi, and then
a Deathrite Shaman for turn 1 for Andrew.
Windswept into a Bayou into a Deathrite. Let's see what Elsha's got.
Blue Delta?
That's what it looks like, yes.
Yes, Guilty. Abel on stream. Yes.
Instead of off stream.
I'm guessing that Guilty knows him. Probably.
Looks like we're getting a Hallowed Fountain and shocking it in, so we're going to go ahead and bolt ourselves. Which leads me to believe he has the Tundra in hand.
I mean, that makes sense. I don't see another reason why to bolt yourself. Oh, and for the Gemstone, pitch to Gilded Lotus, which actually was like the MVP last game.
Yes.
Like, it produced so much mana. Box Diamond, pitching I believe that is the Tundra. Mana Crypt. Look at this opening hand.
Elsha's on fire.
Yo.
But this is exactly what Elsha wants to be doing.
Yeah, ramp hard.
Preferably with Elsha on board.
The One Ring?
Ranger Captain, turn 1. Wow.
That is a great opening hand. Ranger Captain in early turns. So good.
Absolutely. Go find your robot.
So I think Brandon mulled a 5.
And then Gemstone, so
Effectively has 3 cards in hand.
yeah.
That's rough.
Well, those 3 cards are good.
They were having trouble finding him. Was the Bell the guy that just won at that table? No, that's not him.
No.
All right, what did he go find? Did he get robot?
Yeah, he got robot. Lotus Petal.
Lotus Petal for a robot?
There's the Esper.
Yo, look at that opening hand.
That is
Yo,
crazy.
check this man. Check this man's sleeves.
Lose the floating and pass the turn.
I mean, especially in a pod where Sisay is green, but everyone else ramps with artifacts. I mean, artifact random is huge.
All right, so we have the backside of Seagate coming down for Brandon.
Another bolt.
Yep, took 3 off of it. There's a crypt.
Yeah. Not a bad opening hand for considering it's on 5, yeah. Brandon has fans.
And a Time Twister.
What a good cast for him. Because
that leaves him with 1 card left in hand. And
that's
so,
perfect.
Let's go, Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon has a little following. And Brandon, you're not allowed to have alt accounts, dude. Getting your people to post for you. Which is actually kind of funny about the death right though, is because now there's no more lands in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so now that death right is turned off completely.
Brandon is a water type. That's facts.
He's very fluid. All right, so looks like Twister is resolving. He's shuffling up and going to draw a new 7.
What's is really interesting for the blue farm? What did the blue farm mulligan to?
I think they kept 6.
Yikes! Getting wheeled before your turn 1 is really rough. It's at a feast or famine at this point for him.
100%. It's gonna be really bad if he gets wheeled into no lands.
You know who else is really happy about this though?
Elsha.
Yeah.
After dumping their entire hand.
Yeah. I mean, Elsha's like resolves ?
Absolutely.
Even if I have interaction. And having that Ranger Captain for assurance is like really great.
I don't even think it's going to be used on anybody's turn but his own.
No, I don't think so either. Why would he?
That Ranger Captain's getting cracked next turn depending on what he just got wheeled into, 100%.
You think he has a turn 2 win?
I think with the way that his mana production is sitting right now, I think that it's very possible.
Interesting. Chromox pitching a card.
Looks like
Fabricate?
Trick Bind.
That's a Fabricate.
Is it a Fabricate?
I don't know. I just like to argue with you.
Next time on Goblin General Hospital.
The next time on Dragon's Ball Pay. Ugo Christian Stewart was acting to Mickey.
Alright, so we have a Scalding Tarn into... so it's Blue Farm.
Blue Farm probably going for
Volk Island.
Volk Island.
Ussy.
Underground Sea is probably the go-to, right? I would think in most cases in Blue Farm, Underground Sea is normally what I see people go to first, unless they have like specifically a Dockside or something in hand.
Absolutely. A Tundra.
Tundra. So we were both wrong. It is Tundra.
Well, no, you were wrong.
Oh. Okay.
And there's the fish.
Hey, wheeling into a fish ain't the worst.
No.
It ain't the worst. But that Esper is already starting to do its job, right?
100%.
And now we still have the Land of the Graveyard for the Death Right. Oh! Mental misstep.
Does he have a response to the misstep?
You hate to see it, folks. You hate to see it. If you're Blue Farm. Everyone else loves it.
Show the mental. Nope.
You don't have it.
All right.
You don't have it. Going in 4th seat and then wheeling and then getting that's rough.
All right, so we have another Scalding Tarn from Sisay.
Scalding Tarn fetches. Now, see, this was the thing about playing Sisay, right? What you get with your fetches it really matters.
100%. And he gets the Volk Island like I said he would because I was right and you were wrong.
Make a prediction.
All right, but there's now lands for him to eat with Deathrite.
Yeah,
And
multiple
so-
lands. So he has lots of turns with mana with the Deathrite. Oh,
Oh.
Kinnan. Now, notably, though, Deathrite Shaman's ability is not a mana ability.
Correct.
So it does not trigger with Kinnan, but, like, still, Kinnan's good. Ooh. Someone go, like, is the stream running okay, Lion? You tell us. We're going to check on that a little bit for you as well. Alright, so he has a Deathrite. It's open. He's going to tap for... Yeah, use the Scalding Tarn. The... Tyrant, you're a 10 out of 10. By the way, Mox Amber out there because of the Kinnan. I do believe that he... What's happening here?
What happened to the Deathrite?
I think they're reading it. Oh, that's what the judge calls for. I bet you they're debating whether or not it triggers Kinnan or not.
I bet you it does. I bet you that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Which we've already said in stream because we know things. That it does not, in fact, trigger Kinnan. Well, it's not.
It is not a byproduct. But I could easily see where that could be a little confusing, and
Because,
so
I mean, everyone thinks it is a mana ability. Right?
absolutely,
Yeah.
you can absolutely respond to a Deathrite Shaman.
Yo. Yeah, because it's a target, right?
Yes.
Senpai. Yeah, that is exactly what they're checking on right now. We can hear him through the door, guys.
100%.
He's checking if that is a mana ability or not.
And I am 105% sure that it's not.
Yeah. I've had that many times affect me in a game. Many, many times. So if it isn't...
Yep, well, it looks like we're going to go ahead and pass.
Yeah.
We're going to pass the blue farm who has all 5 decks in his hand. Oh, we're not going to pass. No, it was that S% no trigger. Okay.
Yeah. Azure Center... no, yeah, he let him draw.
Yep.
And he cast Sisay, so Sisay is now at a 4, right? And here's the thing about that. Deathrite taps for 1, 2, 3, 4. He only needs one more
Yeah.
to already start like going off with Sisay. That's what makes Sisay so dangerous.
It can very easily present it turn 2, turn 3 without an issue at all. It requires the hand, but it definitely doesn't take much.
Command Tower from the Elsha player. Tapping. Or is that a Tarnished Citadel?
Looks like a command tower.
Okay. Dark. Do you recognize that card?
Not at all.
Alright. Well, neat. Does Kyle recognize that card at all?
It almost looks like an altered copy. But
Yo.
I mean, I can go find out.
that would be fantastic.
Kyle doing the Lord's work, everyone. Yo, that Oxtail was pretty dope, though.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah. And for those of you who are in the area, we had this Jamaican food truck out there. Oh, you got a Soul Ring off the Crete. Dude, Elsha loved that wheel.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
The blue card is Dance of the Mans.
I'm sorry.
Dance of Many. 2 blue.
Two?
Copy.
Copy a creature?
I think so. I think it's Dance of Many, and then the land was Spire of Industry.
It was a Spire Industry. Okay.
You were correct.
Yeah.
All right, let's look up this.
Say it again. Look into my eyes.
I think it's Dance of Many.
Dance of Many.
I think it's Dance of Many.
A Dance of Many, which is a set. Oh my gosh, the text.
All right, so when Dance of Many comes into play, choose target creature card in play, put a token creature into play and treat it as though it was an exact copy of that creature that was just summoned. If it leaves the play, remove the token from play. The token leaves the play, you're going to destroy Dance of Many. During your upkeep, you pay blue, or you bury Dance of Many.
So it's like an upkeep, like a cumulative upkeep, but always stays at 2?
Yes.
So with all the mana on the board there, I don't really think they care.
No.
Oh, and a 1-ring? Yo. Also... Okay, counterspell. Yeah,
Yeah,
mana
it looks
drain.
like we got a mana drain
Oh,
on
that's
the One Ring.
that is absolutely a Teferi coming out. Like 100%. Yeah, so that mana drain, big tempo piece right there. Honestly, Elsha's still in a really good position. With the Mox Oboe out too, my goodness. Still casting spells. Mystic Remora.
Jesus.
3 draw engines out.
Two, because I don't think Elsha's on board.
Yo, 2 Esper Sentinels and a Mystic.
Oh, is that what the Dance of Many copied?
It's either that or a Kinnan. I can't imagine it's anything else. You know?
It could be another Ranger Captain.
Dude, that'd be wild. That'd be wild. Could you imagine having 2 Ranger Captains out there like that?
Imagine right now looking at the board and not taking commanders into account, and you would not think that a Bell is on blue farm based on board state alone.
Keep in mind, this is turn 2.
Yeah.
This
Elsha is doing absolutely everything, and it looks like he's got a flesh duplicate in hand as well. Based on the little spoil
So I think he's
getting.
saving that for either a Dockside or a Kinnan to then go off. Because once that Ranger Captain gets cracked, it's fair game, right?
100%.
Yeah. But he still has floating mana.
Yeah.
So I think that was a Kinnan. Gonna let that slide. Let that pass. All right. On to Brandon's turn. Oh boy.
Let's do another 45-minute turn. All right, so we won the crypt roll. Let's see what he's cooking with this turn.
Island. Mana.
And he's going to use the 4 mana for the One Ring.
Cool One
Very
Ring you
nice.
have, bro. Oh, no. Okay, so it was an Esper Sentinel. Oh,
definitely wasn't
No,
Esper.
it was not. That's Mystic Remora. So it's definitely a Kinnan.
Okay, yeah, he double drew off the Esper and the Mystic.
Yeah. Holy cow, dude. Elsha already has a full grip again in hand. Like, how does that even happen? I do love that Brandon play, though. Nice One Ring. It would be a shame if I had a One Ring.
It was effectively he played a Commandeer.
Yeah.
Which we've already seen on cast one or on stream one time. And straight into Aristic Study.
Yup. I mean, do you counter this here if you're Elsha?
I think if you have the counterspell, you use it here. 100%.
I mean, and certainly if I am a Bell or Andrew, I don't interact at all. Okay, so now it's on to a Bell's turn.
Alright, so we have a Blood Crypt pass from Blue Farm.
Oof.
You hate to see it.
Yeah, I mean, counting that Mystic Remora on that last turn was insane.
Alright, so we have a Plato from Sisay.
Yep. Italian. No. Pass? Should work. I mean, he has a Sisay activation.
Passing to Elsha right now is scary.
Yeah. I mean, but here's the thing. You keep that activation open because you have options. Like, you have a 3-fairy.
That's true.
Like, you have 3-fairy ready to go. I will say, Corey is just so bored with this game already. That's why he's yawning.
Not a chance.
Makes me want to join the tourney so bad. Dude, you are telling me, man. Watching this play makes me want to play. Sure.
I don't know. Watching that Nezahal game earlier, that made me want to jump out of here and go play against it too.
Yeah, dude, I'll start with 2 losses.
Oh, 100%.
Let me at it.
Well, right now it'd be 3 losses.
Oh, with the way I play, who knows? It'd probably be 4 losses. Would have already conceded. All right, so he had to pay for that copy, right? And he's gonna have to pay that every time. I was told to say, Kellen is a stud.
Oh, he absolutely is. You are told correctly.
Oh, dude, I'll pay you later. Don't worry, Jesus.
Paid actors. Actors, no.
Liars, yes. What is he tapping for now? Oh, and he's paid for the mystical more.
Just Corey.
No.
That's me. All right, so
he effectively has a cumulative upkeep for 2 different things every time, but he has so much mana on the board, he don't care.
yeah, especially with the Dance of Many being a Kinnan, there's so much mana for him on board right now. It's crazy.
I am pretty sure Brandon's mom is watching this stream. And if that is true, like, first of all, happy Mother's Day weekend. And second of all, that's so supportive. That's so nice. Oh, wait, it might be his wife.
It might be his wife.
Nah, she ain't watching. She's playing League and playing her own stuff.
All right, let's see what we do here.
All right, so he's tutoring with that card. I don't know which fetch that is. Looks like a Volk Island or a Steam Vents.
It might be a Steam Vent.
It's a Steam. I think it's a Steam Vents. I see.
Oh, so it was his mom.
That's so nice.
I wish my mom would watch my streams.
You know how much my mom cares about my stuff? Not at all. Yeah. You know how much my wife cares? Less than that.
Absolutely. My wife was in here for like 20 minutes and then listened to me talk for 20 minutes and then left.
I can barely listen to you talk for 20 minutes.
Yeah. Didn't you volunteer to do this? With me?
Look,
all right.
Semantics. All right, so he has what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana available. Elsha's coming out, right? Like
absolutely. It's got to. Well, there's 3. That's 5 mana right there.
5 mana right there. Box Diamond and Mana Crypt.
Oh, God.
5, 6, 7. Elsha.
Okay, but
Floating A, blue.
And a colorless? Or just blue?
Just blue.
Yeah.
With the Galaxy Island. Ooh.
Yeah, fancy.
Yeah, fancy.
Oh, he is floating a colorless. A colorless.
Both.
Yeah, colorless and a blue.
Oh, yeah.
Orcish Bowmasters.
Remember how much that came into play last time Andrew played? Huge. Especially with all these draw triggers on the stack, right? You have... he's going to get rid of the Esper, get rid of...
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you have a Fairy down on Blue Farm's board. Alright, let's see what he does with this Elsha. Does he crack the Ranger Captain here?
No, unless he's absolutely going for a win, which I don't think he is. No, you keep
until he drops the Senseis.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if he cracks that Ranger, he's definitely dropping the Senseis. I mean, he's drawn enough cards too. It's not like out of the realm of possibility.
Oh, 100% not.
But the question is, why wouldn't he do that before Elsha? If he has it. What would your WWE finisher be? Corey, what would be your WWE finisher?
They just got to be the Pile Driver.
The Pile Driver? Classic.
Got to be the Pile Driver.
Classic. Oh, man. As a former wrestler being in the WWE, that would be kind of weird for me. But I think good old-fashioned suplex, man.
Like suplexes are nice.
Or I would have to do something like with my name, Hebrew Hercules. Something has to be done like...
Create your own new finisher.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. All right, so Elsha
it looks like Elsha's resolving.
Yeah, Elsha's resolving. That's all all said and done. I don't see him cracking the Ranger. He does have 2 colorless and a blue ready to go. I think you just hold it here, man. You survive to your next round for sure because you have a Ranger Captain.
We also definitely just peeped a transmute. It looks like it's going to the yard.
Yeah. Also, there's a Fairy Mastermind out there. From Blue Farm.
Oh no, he's pitching the Otawara and a Sacred Foundry. So he's keeping, I think it's a transmute. And so that's obviously going to go find your your sensei's next turn.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Tap the Mox Opal for the 2 blue and cast the sensei's, or cast the transmute and go get your sensei's.
So we are literally on a 1-turn clock. Everyone has one more turn.
That's if I peep the right card, but I'm pretty sure it was a transmute.
Well, here's the thing. Orcish Bowmaster is going to kill Elsha. If he can, right?
Yeah.
But so that will slow him down a little bit, but we're still not in a great position. So is he going to?
Is he going to crack the Ranger Captain on Brandon's turn?
That's an interesting play.
Well, I mean, you have to think about it. Brandon has also been drawing a bunch of cards.
He has,
and he's also showing 2 draw engines with a bunch of mana on board. I don't think this is necessarily the wrong play, but I think that you wait to crack that Ranger until you absolutely have to. There's a Graph Diggers.
Oh no, his Ranger Captain died. He shot the Ranger Captain. But why wouldn't you just crack it? What's going on? How and why? How and why? So if he didn't crack the Ranger Captain right there, and he let it die, right?
I wonder if he has a recursion in hand to bring it back.
Then have the Graph Diggers cage come out? How unfortunate would that have been?
That would suck.
But he could always just get rid of the Graph Diggers cage. That's always the thing. He got rid of that Otawara on the pitch, too.
He did. But that also stops Sisay.
Oh, yeah. No. Sisay can't have creatures come on the board. He can have as many Planeswalkers as he wants.
Oh, yeah, and you only need Oath of Teferi, Nicol Bolas, and Amanatu.
I mean, with what he has on board, it's not enough. So, that is definitely a thing. But he can also get 3 Fairy, and then bounce the Graph Diggers, and then go from there if he has enough on the board. I don't think that... I mean, he would have to have a Dockside in play, too. Or a Dockside in his hand to be able to do that, which is very viable, because Dockside count right now is 1, 2, 3,
a
4,
metric
5,
crap load.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah,
Dockside wins Sisay the game right now.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, whoa, who would have thought that
crazy
that Dockside wins Sisay a game? No way.
What if Blue Farm has the Dockside?
If Blue Farm has the Dockside right there, he's gonna get it countered. 1, 2. What does he do? He can pull ahead. Or
yeah.
At least put himself in a position to really make a big play.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Ranger Captain must have gotten blown up rather than cracked.
Defense grid coming out.
This is why you crack it.
I mean, yeah, this to me, this would raise a lot of questions for me as far as...
Oh, and they blew up the Kinnan. So Elsha no longer has the Kinnan, and there goes Dance of Many.
Yeah. Which lowers the Dockside count. Oh, no, it doesn't lower the Dockside count because there's a defense grid out. Here's the thing, though. Why wouldn't you crack the Ranger Captain? Even if you do have recursion, right? It just stops Brandon's turn. And now Brandon is pretty much free reign.
Yeah, if Brandon doesn't win here, that definitely opens up Sisay, and there's the Force of Negation from Elsha.
Now here's a question. If you're Elsha, he only has 3 mana, 4 mana on board?
Yeah, I'm seeing 4 mana.
Interesting. Do you just do that and pass? Let him have the defense grid? And then you have a defense grid on the board, ready to go? Or are you scared of Sisay having a Dockside?
Well, I think right now, without the Kinnan, I think if he still had the Kinnan, then I think you let it go because you have the 3 mana to pay for the Force at any point, and there was the Transmute artifact.
Yep, you just said that, how it got leaked. That was a transmute artifact. He probably wanted to use that with his Esper, to be honest with you. Yeah, what an interesting play. We're definitely going to have to ask about this one later on. Defense grid in general coming out, and
There's a Jodas.
That's why. Because Jodas comes out, he casts Teferi, goes to work. That's a pretty scary turn. I still don't understand why I don't cracked it though. I just don't.
No, I definitely don't understand why the Ranger captain wasn't cracked, but
Yeah. But you know what? We'll ask later. We will ask later.
and it
Jake,
looks
we're coming for you, bud. We're asking questions.
and it looks like we
If
have
Brandon had a nickel for every time
somebody
someone
had to read Teferi.
he could pay for his deck.
100%. I don't know about that. That's a pretty shiny deck of cards.
Nah, dude, Brandon is. He's got some.
Makes me look poor, and I shiny hunt.
With my one or two foils in my deck. Oh boy.
Yeah, dude, get good.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know what you want from us.
Dude, everyone knows it's 20% better Magic to have shiny cards.
Exactly.
Statistically speaking.
My EV is a lot higher since I run foils.
Yeah. Kyle, can you confirm this?
For what?
Shiny cards makes your stats better?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So you can confirm. We have two confirmations here. Yeah.
EV is better when you run foils.
Yeah. Did you check out that Colors Are Crutch podcast with the stats with the data tog?
I put it on and then fell asleep because I'm not a data scientist, and so it doesn't.
Dude, I loved it. Okay, well,
All right.
Brandon passed after Teferi. He untapped some things.
Notably the One Ring.
Yes, see, read my mind. Okay, now we have a Bloodstained Mire. Bloodstained Mire will probably go get. Now he gets an Underground Suit, maybe.
That's what I'm thinking. You have to go get a blue source. You have to get another blue source.
Yeah, this is a really, you are very far behind. Or do you just make people be like, look, you guys have to have it. Like, I'm so far behind you guys, you have to take care of the boards. Part of the issue of running blue engines and all that stuff, like, people expect you to interact.
100%. All right, so Volk Island or UC?
I think it's a UC.
I'll say Volk. Watch us both be wrong. It's going to be a Badlands.
He's like Taiga. Like, what? What, Judge?
You can't run that. I don't care. I'm grabbing it just because y'all were wrong.
Yeah. I have a point to prove.
All right, so I'm calling Volk, and I think I am right.
Well, okay.
Oh, you were right. I'll take it.
I'm sorry. No, that's a. Oh, yeah.
That's a
there it
UC.
is. Okay. I won't say I told you so.
I told you so.
I told you. Yeah.
Top table, the food truck was fantastic. We both me and Kellen got the oxtail with the oxtail sauce over the rice.
Oh
My goodness.
Yeah. You know, that's the thing, man. Like, stuff like that is such a treat to have.
Absolutely.
For those of you who haven't had oxtail in your life, treat yourself sometime.
100%. True, authentic oxtail.
Speaking of which, you think Jamaican dude got something from the truck?
That'd be ironic.
What if he didn't?
We'll ask Ashani after
Yeah.
this.
The question of the tournament. Ashani, how did you feel about the food truck?
Did you get some of the food? I didn't see him with a plate, so maybe he did.
Ooh. Maybe he's just waiting. He's been in some hard fought games.
He has been. We have a Mana Vault from
Mana
Blue
Vault.
Farm.
And let's see, Mana Vault and a Jeweled Lotus, right? So Brandon's going to be drawing. So is Jake. So with those drawings out, Sisay falling a little farther behind, but he's still in a great spot. Orcish Bowmasters, by the way, getting triggers.
Triggers on triggers on triggers.
Deflecting Sword coming in. It's probably going to hit that Bowmaster. If I were a betting man, and I'm not, it's on the Bowmaster.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, hold on. Deflecting Sword. It's a thing. It's still on the stack. Also, prowess trigger happens, right?
Yes.
So notably, we'll save Elsha with 2 draws, which is pretty cool. Brandon's probably going to draw on this. Did he ping the Teferi?
Okay, looks like he did go for the OBM.
Yeah. Okay, so prowess trigger happened. Damage on Elsha got moved. Oh, there's still 1 damage because 2 people drew. Fairy Mastermind notably stayed out, even though it's a 2-1.
I think if you're Sisay with the OBM, I think you want to keep Fairy Mastermind to keep allowing Blue Farm to draw cards to maybe help you control the game a little bit.
I would agree.
But at the same time, you have Brandon, who's shown to be a mono blue control player, and so do you really want Blue Farm to have more cards?
Does he? Probably not. But honestly, they're both so far ahead of the Blue Farm player right now, who kept the Jewel Lotus out. Keep in mind, kept the Jewel Lotus out. He's so far behind. Like, is he even a threat? Is kind of I think where they're at here. Elsha still has more mana than Blue Farm. He still has more cards in hand.
Alright, so we're tapping to Dockside? No.
No, that's the K9.
Yeah.
So we actually talked to Andrew a little bit after his last game that was on stream, and the K9 he said was a really good addition because of the Ward 1 it gives.
Absolutely.
Ward 1, it makes a difference, guys. Like, maybe not with as much mana as we're seeing up on the board, but it definitely can protect.
I think it's Mark 9 is what the name of it is.
It's from the Doctor Who set, right?
Yes.
And it makes everyone tap for blue? Question mark?
It looks like we're getting it pulled up, and I'll pull it up as well so we can read it, so I can read it off for everybody. K9 Mark 1. So I had the numbers wrong.
Crazy, you were wrong.
So as long as K9 Mark 1 is untapped, other legendary creatures you control have Ward 1. It has affirmative. You pay 1 in a blue and tap it. Target legendary creature can't be blocked this turn.
Interesting. So it's the Ward 1, really, which is what we're looking at here, right?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. And also, interestingly enough, it gives him a target to tutor for when Sisay's at 2. So, like, not useless. Yo, we have another Mystic Remora out. Mystic Remora for the Sisay. Draw engines, be there.
Not gonna lie, I kind of like this card.
Why?
I like the art.
Okay. Cartoony.
It's very cartoony.
Yeah.
But now we have a Selvala.
Ooh, with that tutor, you got the Selvala. With a Ward 1, which is going to be nice. I don't think you let this stay around.
Oh, absolutely not.
If this gets around back to Sisay, they're in deep doo-doo. Is that a K9 unit? Sort of. K9 Mark 1 is what we said, right? Is the name of that card?
Yes, K9 Mark 1.
Prize support tyrants. We have first place gets 900, second through fourth place gets 400, and then fifth through 16 gets 75. Can't confirm with the owners here. I'm not saying that's something to scoff at, man. Like, that's a lot of cardboard.
Oh, 100%.
That's a lot of cheddar. Speaking of cheese.
That's a foreign black border underground sea that I need. Alright. Everybody passing on the Selvala, looks like. Looks like Elsha was able to untap. Lots of cheddar. Agreed.
Oh, yeah. Going to Japan, that sounds fun.
Oh, that's hot.
Original. No.
Now that I think about it, I don't need the UC. I do need that Volk, though, because of Darcios.
You do need the volcanic island.
I do.
Those are nice. How much do those cost a piece?
I'm pretty sure the Volks are up. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. There you go.
Alright, so foreign white border, foreign black border. TCG player notably has no foreign black border volcanics. Oh, here we go. Yeah, they do. Damaged French for a grand.
Yo. Yo. Two white play Italians and one near mint Germans.
So the cheapest light play Italian on TCG player right now, while we wait on Elsha to figure out their life decisions. The cheapest one that I see is $1,800. So I'll retract my statement about being able to get an FBB UC.
Silver deck. Ooh.
Legacy? Sir.
Corey's gonna drool over some cards real quick.
Oh,
All right, so we
absolutely.
have a volcanic island from
Absolutely.
Elsha after the fetch. So, looking at the board state right now,
I'm not
I think-
looking at the board state right now.
I'm just as a general statement of looking at the board state right now. Everyone has enough to win. Obviously, depending on what's in their hand.
That's so hot.
With the lightning bolt,
The Judge Bolts. Oh, so pretty.
pays to own the card shop, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. With the Onslaught Flooded Strands, too. Oh. This man knows how to keep me happy.
Alright, so Elsha tapping down now for a. Oh, I don't recognize that card, Corey, do you?
Tapping out for...
What's in his graveyard right now?
It almost looks like... Yeah, it looks like a muddle.
Muddle and mixture, he's transmuting the muddle and mixture. And then Brandon shows a shiny card. Yep. Transmuting a muddle. And something shiny on Brandon's side. That's an ability, right?
Yes, so the only way to stop it is having a stifle effect.
Which tells me that that's probably what that is.
It's a surge foil, so it had to be either Fallout or Doctor Who. And it looks like a Doctor Who card. Let's look up Doctor Who cards and see what this card possibly be. Lord of the Rings.
Well, you get a couple draws off of an Esper. It draws off of a Mystic Remora.
Cyber conversion.
Cyber conversion.
What does cyber conversion do?
We're about to find out. So cyber conversion says turn target creature face down. It's a 2/2 Cyberman artifact creature.
That's hilarious.
And we have a pact from Elsha
Drawing off Mystic, I assume, for that.
and a prowess trigger.
And a prowess trigger. That's actually really funny to turn something face down. It's essentially a kill spell at that point, right?
Absolutely.
Because it just becomes a 2/2. It doesn't like truly become that, but like that's really funny. Love to see stuff like that getting played in a mono blue deck, right? Gotta find any way you can to interact.
Who will win and why is it Brandon?
He's got the Riz, man. He's got that Teferi Riz.
He's got the shiniest cards on board so far.
Yeah. Which again, we already said earlier, statistically means
He's going to win.
better play.
Absolutely.
Can't argue with the data.
I share that same theory.
Well, interestingly enough here, right? So the pact. It's paid for. Is he going for it right now?
I would assume so. With putting a pact on the stack for something as I don't know, cyber conversion definitely puts Elsha out of the game if it doesn't go off. And so
Is Elsha still the problem though?
I
Because
think
arguably to me, you do that on Sisay. Sisay does that, you can't tutor anymore. And it's a 2-2. So Savala is also out the door. But did he have enough to pay for the ward? Yeah, he definitely had enough. Look at all that mana. Yeah, he definitely had enough. Yeah, Jeskai, interesting enough, Kamikaze, like Jeskai is not in a great position right now in the meta, right? But it's still really fun.
I'm going to get a soul partition
Yeah, Soul Partition right now.
for the Graph Diggers.
Ooh, you think so?
Because soul partition can hit the Graph Diggers, can it not?
Oh, Soul Partition can hit any permanent.
Yeah, non-land permanent.
Yeah.
So I think it's got to go get the soul partition for the Graph Diggers,
And he's going for it here.
and I think he's going to go for it here.
Remember, he can still play with the top card of his... Oh, no, he can't play with the top card of his library because... Draft Diggers.
100%.
Okay, so... Has Soul Partition in hand.
And plenty of mana to cast it. The
Oh,
mana is the least of his worries.
Yeah. Taps here for...
And then the colorless, and there's the soul partition
and
on the Graph Diggers.
Which means he definitely has the tutor, right? Yeah, you were right. Casting that pact means he's probably got it, right? And if he did flip Elsha, then he would have been toast.
And it looks like Sisay is drawing off of fish. There's a spell snare and a mental misstep. Are we gonna have another
Counter War.
counter war?
Now, interesting enough, Mystic
So
drawing off all these.
Mystic and Rhystic are all drawing.
Plus, you have Fairy Mastermind who drew a couple, and Esper Sentinel who's drawn off things. Like, he's either. It's not getting back to Elsha.
No, 100% not.
It's not getting back.
Looks like the mental is resolving,
Mental resolves. Hunt spells there.
and
Graph Diggers is gone.
there's the partition on the Graph Diggers. This should open up Elsha to
Do their thing.
potentially take the game.
Yeah. Now, the question is, does someone else have a mental? Because obviously they can't counter Soul Partition. They can counter the top.
Oh,
That's
100%.
inevitably going to be played.
No, you also need a mana reducer. And so
Is it Elsha the mana reducer?
I don't know. Elsha
it's
just
not.
allows you to play it from the top. You still need a mana reducer. He definitely just peeped a silence in hand, and so I
don't
think
know why
this
he
is
went and
Elsha's.
discussed.
I think this is Elsha's window, and I think he's going to take it.
Yeah. I mean, if he has the silence in hand, I mean, he's got to cast it now, right? Unless he just straight up doesn't have it. He used a lot of resources to get to this point. Fabricate?
Pyretic Ritual.
Yeah, Pyretic Ritual for 3 red.
And that's going to trigger Elsha again, but it's also drawing cards, and so you also have to start worrying about how many cards you're drawing Teferi and Sisay into.
Yeah, Sisay's. I feel like he's trying to pay for the Rhystic study as much as he can, but that does not mean anything about the Sisay. The Sisay keeps drawing, and Sisay runs enough of the counterspells, enough of the interaction to make it matter here.
Absolutely.
But notably, no mana.
So he has 4 mana floating, and then 6 total that he can use.
Yes. Right. Playing? Question mark? What on earth is that?
All right.
No.
So listening through the door, it sounds like he can return an artifact from his hand, or return an artifact from the yard or from the field to his hand. I can't tell what that card is.
Yet again, another search.
Kyle, thank you.
Doing the Lord's work, Kyle. Lord's work.
I'm going to go ahead and have the phone up ready for the search this time.
Who says the Cassie crew can do it all alone? We need our backup.
Absolutely.
Swan Song from Blue Farm.
And the Secret Lair. That is my favorite swan song. If only it could be foil.
It can't?
It cannot be foil.
Reckless handling.
Reckless handling. Guessing that's sack an artifact, get an artifact.
One-drop artifact.
Say that one more time.
I think it's a gamble for a one-drop artifact.
Search your library for an artifact card, reveal it, put it into your hand, shuffle, then discard a card at random. If an artifact card was discarded this way, deals 2 damage to each opponent.
Yeah, 2 mana gamble.
And there's the silence.
There's the silence. The one that you mentioned earlier. Honestly, why didn't he just do it before?
I think the Reckless Handling is a bait card for the True Tutor. And he wanted to bait out the counter spell with the Reckless Handling and then silence on top of it. That way the silence itself doesn't get countered.
It's a good conspiracy theory. I like that. No,
Or maybe not. He also had a Force of Will.
He also has a Force of Will. So, there's... So, what he's doing here is he protected his Force of Will.
There we go.
Yeah, he protected his Force of Will effectively. That's what it was. But now how many cards does he have in hand? Because that gamble, if he misses on it, we're back at square one, right?
All right, Reckless Handling back on the stack. And nobody can interact at this point unless it's an ability. So Elsha's pretty free to do whatever they want to do at this point.
Remember earlier how we were talking about silence effects and how good they are, right? Like, this is what we mean about jamming your window open, right? He normally would not have a window with a Ristic and a Mystic out, but with that silence effect, it just stops.
Yeah,
that window's open.
Just like we were talking, you mentioned it a minute ago, manifesting your own windows with silence effects, with either Grand Abolishers or silence itself. What's the one that you play? The
Flame Scroll Celebrant?
Yeah, Flame Scroll Celebrant.
Yeah. I mean, I have since taken that out of the deck, but it might go back in.
It's another silence effect. I don't see, especially in Mardu. I don't think it's a bad card to have in.
You know what also it silences? Sisay Tutors.
It does.
Yeah. Planeswalkers can't activate. Which I find to be hilarious. What?
And there's the Senseis.
Senseis? No way.
You don't say.
You don't say. Okay, so I mean,
but it looks like
a 25% chance of missing.
It looks like we are also counting spells cast, so maybe somebody has a Fluster, but I don't see any open mana for anybody to be able to cast it.
Well, there's also a silence effect.
True.
So,
it doesn't really matter.
But here's the thing, no mana reducer.
That is true.
Like, you did say that mana reducer needs to be a thing. So, either he has it in hand. I mean, he has to have it in hand.
All right, here goes Brandon. Moment of truth.
Moment of truth.
Got the land.
Got the land. That's not going to help, though, is it?
Not at all. And this is pretty much GG's if he has the mana reducer. And there's a Rite of Flame off the top.
Wow.
Yeah, go ahead. Draw all the cards you want to off a Ristic Study. 100%.
Yeah. We're under silence. We're not getting past your turn, dude. So, 3 mana float it. Go to 2.
And there's the Senseis. We still need a mana reducer. If I see a mana reducer, I'm scooping. It doesn't matter at that point.
Yeah. Not making play out.
All right. Tap the Senseis, draw a card.
Chicken, you were saying root for the underdog. Elsha was never the underdog in this game.
No, not at all.
Was just crushing it the entire time from square one. The Twister refilling the hand was huge. Just all gas. Maybe he's thinking about it.
He has a Jace in hand as well. That is important because of the way that Elsha wants to win the game. With the draw on the stack.
That's the Jace where you draw if you draw a card. Yeah. So he's digging. I don't know if he has it.
Well, there's an Enlightened Tutor off the top.
Oh, there is?
Yep.
Well, then, I think we're done here. He does have 1 red floating, correct?
Yes.
So, no other mana available?
No known mana. We don't know if he has any more in hand or anything like that, but
What does Helm of Awakening cost? 2?
1 or 2.
2.
2.
Can't confirm. It is 2. So he doesn't have enough for the Helm. What other cost-reducing card can he get?
I don't think there is a cost reducer for 1. The other one that I was thinking of is Foundry Inspector. That was the one that I was thinking of in my head, but Foundry Inspector I'm pretty sure it's 2 as well. It might even be 3.
So not 1.
It's definitely not 1.
Okay, well.
I can't think of any
look at the
any
hand
reducers.
that Sisay has.
Look at Brandon's hand right now. He literally has half of his deck in his hand.
I mean, here's the thing, and you run into this a lot when you play a turbo deck, is that you get under those with the silence, and it just feels bad when you have all those cards in your hand, and you know it's not going to go back to your turn.
Go to get the LED, which means he doesn't need the mana reducer in hand.
Why does he not need the mana reducer?
He'll find it. That's essentially what I'm seeing right now is off of the
Cast the LED.
Yep.
Sure. Okay. Looks at the top card. Cracks his LED for 3. What? What do you think he gets?
I think you can do any color at this point. You can do 3 any mana because most of the artifact reducers are going to be
colorless anyway.
I think he's going to do I think 3 blue is the right choice just in case you need to be able to use something off the top.
What's scary about this though is that if it's a counterspell on top, doesn't do nothing, right?
Well, he can draw with Senseis.
Okay, so he draws with Senseis, plays it. He's using Senseis to look at the top 3.
And he's just going to continue to do that.
He's looking at him. Okay. Draw.
So it looks like he found the card that he needed. And there's a dockside. And that's dockside for 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, you said 11 before, right?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah.
And again, we're still under silence, and so this is 11 free mana for him just to continue to churn through his library.
Yeah.
Okay, he only got 10. I may have miscounted.
I mean, at this point.
1, 2, 3.
What's the difference?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it is only 10. I did miscount. But the difference between 10 and 11 is pretty negligible at this point.
It's insignificant, yeah. Chromox. Ask Chromox, do nothing with it. Whatever. Right? There's no cards in hand, doesn't matter. Yo, what if you just beat someone down with Elsha right here?
Looks like we're going to activate top.
Put something on top.
Lotus Petal,
just more mana. More and more mana.
Well, it's helpful for him because eventually he's going to get to the point where he's going to run out of treasures.
Yeah.
If he doesn't find it, obviously he has 11 tries so he gets to look at 33 cards.
Is that how that math works?
You look at the top 3 with Senseis.
Yeah.
You cast one of them for free.
If it's there, yeah.
There's the Cloud Key.
What does Cloud Key do?
Cloud Key is a mana reducer for type that you choose, and obviously he's going to choose artifacts, and now he has infinite. And then he's going to pull Jace out with the Underworld Breach.
Yep.
There's a dramatic reversal. There's the Breach.
I mean,
there's Teferi.
Do we need to do any more? Like.
Yeah, and I don't know if Stream can hear him, but he said it's a Thassa's with that is not a creature, and so it triggers the prowess ability on Elsha. And that's game. Elsha pulled it.
Yeah, Elsha wins this one. Good job. Good game. Strong performance. I mean, holy cow. That start and that time twister. Woof.
So since Elsha won, now we can do the interview with Elsha and ask him why he didn't crack that Ranger Captain.
Yeah, that would be really nice to figure that out.
So let me go grab him and see how much time we have left on the clock. And you did the interview last time, so I'll grab it this time.
Sure.